right, you're welcome back to the studio, and joining us to talk about Israel Talk segment. We're talking about ambition, balancing ambition and personal life, and this is women's edition. Maybe next week talk about the men edition. And so joining us to talk about it, our regular. Let me start from our regular. This morning, Mrs. Abigail Worry, the chairperson, Isuku South Local Government Area. Hi.
Hello.
So you're one of the, both of us that are hosting today.
Today I'm a co-host.
Yeah, my co-host.
And this is
my co-host, yours. All right. So, and of course, we have with us Dr. Faith Eboka, a woman with an intimidating profile. In fact, her profile is so long that I need to take water before I take him. She is a dynamic lecturer and author and creative visionary whose work bridges the worlds of academia, storytelling, and strategic communication. Now, with a doctorate in political and social history, she currently lectures at Denis Osadebe University, where she teaches key courses such as regional cooperation and integration in West Africa and the Nigeria constitutional development. Let me go down to the fact that she is also a content creator, a historian, and educator. Dr. Faith Eboka merges academic depth with creative flair, whether mentoring students, producing high-impact publications, or engaging in critical research. She exemplifies the power of a well-rounded intellectual life. Her work not only informs but also inspires, positioning her as a leading voice in both academic and creative circles.
Oh, wow.
So please, can we
From
come?
Rose. Wow.
Welcome, Dr. Faith.
Thank you so much.
There's no other person that we can call to talk about balancing ambition, balancing your work life and your personal life, other than you. So welcome to Monring, right? This is your first time coming on the show, right?
Yes, it is.
So welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm very fine.
Are you sure you're fine?
I'm very fine, thank you. I'm very fine.
So when we talk about balancing ambition and personal life, what comes to your mind as a woman?
What comes to my mind is something I think everyone goes through. You see, everyone has a bit of ambition and we all have our personal life. So apart from pushing it straight forward to the academia or a career woman, even business women, they have their personal lives and they have ambitions. So when it comes to balancing, what comes to my mind is trying to find a midway, a balance, okay, so that one is not career heavy or ambition or personal life heavy. Okay, so that's just what comes to my mind.
So if they say
both of
somebody
them.
is ambitious, like a woman is ambitious, is that a good thing to say?
Yes, it's a good thing.
Yeah, so I can be ambitious.
It's a good thing. It's just that you see, there's this negative connotation to ambition. But if you look at ambition in a holistic way, you will see that it's a very good thing. In fact, people should strive to be ambitious. That's the very essence of our life, of our well-being.
Okay, so let's get to it already. What does success mean to you, and how has that definition evolved as your personal life and has changed?
For me, success has a lot of definitions. But since you say to me, I would say success is happiness. Anything you do that gives you happiness, you're successful. It doesn't have to be material. It doesn't have to be measured by culture, measured by individual yardsticks. As far as you're happy, you're successful. Yes, so that's success.
So have you ever sacrificed your personal relationship, personal ambition, or personal yearning for your career or your family?
Everyone does. We've sacrificed sleep, we've sacrificed our income, we've sacrificed a lot of things, energy, and we've sacrificed a lot. Okay, there's no way you can be everything. There's no way you can do it all. You must be. In fact, some days are career heavy. Some days it's all about my career, it's all about my ambition. I need to get this. But some other time, also the personal life is heavy too. You have to devote so much time into your personal life. Try to make sure your personal life does not suffer because you're pursuing a career. So yes, of
So
course,
finding that
of course,
balance.
Yes, we.
So are you not saying that there is?
I'm coming to you.
I know, but me, I just need to jump in at this point. Because
Yes.
it's as if you have forgotten me yet. because now I have a new person. I don't understand.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about ambitions and being your personal life as well. So you just said that there are times that it's okay for everyone to be ambitious,
Yes.
just like you said. So how will you actually now say that you can find a balance?
Of course, we can always find the balance. We have to, first of all, determine what is most important to us. What is that thing that gives us the most satisfaction?
Okay.
So then we can now know what to say yes to and what to say no to. Okay? Then some days you say yes to career, and some other days you have to say no. But of course, we must find the balance. And if it comes to a point where we have to choose, maybe both of them are suffering, I think our personal life, we can delay gratification, we can delay ambition, we can delay some tasks, we can delegate, okay, just to make sure that our personal life is balanced. So
I'm
yes.
coming to that.
But I disagree with you.
I'm coming.
I do not agree.
I'm coming. Just before we get there,
I do
let
not
me ask your opinion
Okay.
of what success is about. What is success to you?
Okay, I think mine is I will go with what she said.
Happiness?
That, yes, because if you want to attach your success to your material acquisition or whatsoever, it means you're never going to be see yourself as being successful in life. Okay, like I said the last time I came here, that we always have one thing we want to achieve in life. Once you achieve this goal, you set another one for yourself, and so on and so forth. But once you find happiness and success even in the tiniest things, as little as just spending time with your family and just little things like that, will make you feel successful. Until you feel successful, you will always have that void of like, and it will make you to be unhappy and put you in a particular state that you won't even like as a person.
You'll always
So,
be
but-
wanting more.
Yes,
more.
yes. So
Okay, so success to you is happiness.
yeah.
Okay, to me too, I will agree. Success to me is happiness. Okay, let me come to Dr. Faith. So I have drafted questions I'm going to be firing, but then I just want us to have this conversation as real as possible. This is real talk. I want people relate more with your personal experiences, and that's why I'm wired. I like that. Oh, Pastor Faith shared this experience, so maybe it will work for me, maybe it not. Now, like I said earlier, that your profile is intimidating. For a woman as young as you are, you have attained this height, and I know you didn't do that by just sitting and waiting, right? You must have done all you know how best to do in terms of sacrificing your sleep, money, and some family time too, to be where you are in your career. Now, how did you attain that height? Are there obstacles? What did you have to sacrifice? Your career now, before we talk about family.
Okay, did I have to sacrifice my career? I would say no. It's just that it has made me work extra hard. Most times, like you say, when others are sleeping, I'm up punching my computer. It's all about determination. Okay, once you focus, you've made up your mind. Like, my goal was, I want to hit this target before I'm 40. And that's a lofty one. Everybody knows most PhDs take 10 years, 12 years. So immediately I said to myself, I want to hit this goal before I'm 40. I want to do this thing before my kids are grown. So I'll have more time to focus on, the personal life aspect. I had to work extra hard, visit libraries, call for books. When people are out there maybe doing other things, I'm always indoors. You see, it has also cost me friendships. It has cost me relationships. I just have to create time to make sure I focus on this career, since that is what I've made up my mind that I want to do. So for me, I would say determination. There will be a lot of obstacles, financial obstacles, emotional obstacles. Sometimes you are not just in the mood to read, but you have to read. You have to write, because this is what you have. This is the life you've chosen. So it's just about determination, and then see obstacles like what they are, obstacles, which are meant to be surmounted. So once you meet an obstacle, once you see an obstacle, the only thing you're thinking of is, how do I navigate this? How do I do this? How do I get past this? And before you know anything, whatever you wish for will come to you.
Oh wow! So before you get a doctorate degree in Nigeria, it was not a walk in the park. But right now I see people. In fact, I even like people who don't like to put doctor. They say, my name is Ifeolunwa PhD, so that you will know the difference between the doctor that you use money to buy and the doctor that they gave you from one country and the doctor that I studied and earned. Now, in doing that, I know that apart from the finance, you have children as well. So how were you able to manage? Because I'm sure they are still growing, like they're still little.
Yes, they are little. Like I said.
Did you have help? Did you enjoy help? I want to know.
I've not been someone that have been very lucky with helps. Okay, so I don't think I've had an help for a stretch of more than 2 to 3 months. So
really?
For most of the time, I've done it alone with my husband. Because if I say I did it alone, then I'll be telling lies. My husband have been there, like this morning he had to bathe the kids. While he was bathing the kids, I was there preparing their lunch. So I was there preparing their lunch. So you see, we've had this teamwork, okay, and my boys understand that mommy is the busy type. Most times when I pick up my laptop, I say, go and read, because I don't have time to teach you now. So that's how we've tried to work this out. And like you said before, now getting a PhD was hard. It's still hard. I will lie. I will lie. The frustration, the emotional, the psychological. Every time you try to go forward, it's like something is pushing you back. The lecturers, the curriculum, the ASU strike, the finances, bring this, bring that. Your work, you may bring your work and his professor say, oh, this is not it. I'm cancelling everything from chapter 1 to chapter 4. Wow. And you have to start again. What about the travels? For those of us that don't school in where we live. So these are all the, like I said, obstacles, challenges, but they are just what they are, challenges. If you are determined to actually reach your goal, I think that nothing can stop you.
Okay, let me come to my co-host for today. So how do you balance your work and your life? Before now, my name is Abigail, an author of godly books, godly seeds, parent. I work, of course, I'm a civil servant and I'm a content creator. But now, my name is Abigail. In fact, the one that's topping the list is I am chairperson. Isokosa, the whole of Isokosa, I'm the chairperson. So it's a lot. So how do you now balance your work life and your personal life?
Okay, so that was what I wanted to talk about the other time when I was asking her. She said, yes, you can balance it. For me, when we say you can balance it, I feel it sounds like a lot. So for me, I feel like, first of all, life no even balance.
Oh.
So how I can't be say you say balance your own life?
When I not be God.
Do you understand? So when we say, because sometimes I feel it's misleading to say you are balancing it, because in the real sense you are not balancing it. There are times that you are trying to achieve something. I remember when I wrote my book, for the whole of that 3 months my kids suffered. Yes, it's just that I feel like, just like she said, when you have like a short-term plan, a short-term goal that you want to achieve, you just know that, okay, my children are going to be in some kind of state for the now, but I will definitely, when I'm done with this, I will make up for it. At that point in time, you will not say your life is balanced. So you must know that if you want to pursue your goals, you want to achieve your ambition in life, you must know that there are times that things are not going to be balanced. And you should have that at the back of your mind. Because why a lot of people get distracted is when they not see that some part of their life is suffering. They will not feel like, no, I can't handle it. Everything. You must know that it must not always be balanced. But the ability for you to always know how to prioritize the one that should come first, like we already established the last time I came here, your health should come first. So every other thing should take the back seat, right? So when you know that your health is already prioritized, and then probably your family, and then whatever other thing you are picking up should be something that, okay, is just like when she was studying, she knew it was not going to take so much time, that she was still going to get her certificate and come back to nurturing her children. All right.
Mm.
But you see some women, they want to build an empire.
Okay.
And building an empire is going to take you years.
Right.
So when you embark on such journey, you are going to definitely not raise the kind of children that you should raise.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I say that life is not balanced. And so and so I disagree with people saying that you have to balance your life. No, it cannot always be balanced, but you just have to have it at the back of your mind that whenever you are doing a heavy project that demands your time, your finances, it's just for a while.
Yeah.
And then you make sure you keep at it, go hard at it,
Okay.
and then so that you can finish up on time and then go back to your life.
Okay, so how do you set that boundaries? Last week we talked about burnout.
Yeah.
How you notice, you recognize it, and then you start working on it to snap out of it.
Yeah.
So how do you now? You want to balance, and it's not balancing, or you want to balance this
That's why I
one,
just said
and
that.
this one is falling apart.
That is why I just said that.
How do you set that boundary? For instance, you want to pursue your career, you want to become a doctor. You want to have that doctorate degree.
Yeah.
And you have kids. The other one is 1 year old, the other one is 3 years old. They're always mommy all the time. And you have a husband to also cater to. You have a family, your mommy, your parents, you have a lot on your table, and you work, or whether you're working from home or you have anywhere you go to. How do you set that boundary? I say, this time is for my work. This time for my husband. From 8 p.m. and 12 midnight is for my husband. From 1 to 2 is for my... How do you do that? Like juggle that?
Well, there is no one size fits all for everybody.
Exactly.
Because my husband is not your type of husband.
Of course.
My kids are different from your kids.
True.
So you have to first of all understand your home. Like she said that her husband always help her. You might be married to a man that is not always available. Okay, and so you just know that, my husband is not going to be there for me, and that will not determine the next step you will take. If you will wait, like some women will wait till their kids are a bit grown. Do you understand? It all depends on your age too. If you are quite young and you know that, okay, I can delay this thing and wait till my children get to a certain stage, and then you can as well take it further and say, okay, when I get to 35 and
Right.
so that's why I said there is no one size fits all. It all depends on your personal life, your age, your children, but at the end of the day is making sure that you don't let go of that ambition.
Right.
That is the most important thing. Whatever decision you're taking as a person, because just like he says, your ambition is the essence of life. Because when you finish raising your children and your children are all grown, what becomes of you? Yeah. So
What next?
while you are taking that decision to make sure that you want to raise your kids, which is very, very good, you must also not let go of your ambition. So that's where you now put yourself together and tell yourself that, okay, once my kids get to so stage, I will take up this task. Or if you know that, okay, there is a way you can start it, because I know that these people's PhD something, it's not small that they used to do it.
I bet they need to maybe just borrow some because we want to.
Maybe it's not like you will go like hard like that.
No, you have to
Tell
go
us.
hard, because if you do it gently, it will
Yes.
take
How
no
many years does it take, Biko?
It should be a minimum of 3-4 years.
Okay.
That's if you are
okay.
fast.
Okay.
But if you are not, you may do it 10 years, 20 years.
Forever.
PhD
If you're
students,
fast,
PhD
like with your finance or
with
fast,
your work, because
With your
PhD
work.
is most of all writing your thesis.
you don't need to
So-
go to class. Go for classes.
The class work is just 1 year, maximum 14 months.
Oh,
So the
interesting.
bulk of the work is writing your thesis.
Oh.
If that's why it's good you also get a research area you are comfortable with.
Well-
Something that you can get materials, not what you have to call Beijing, call Japan, call Tokyo. For me, I prefer, although I'm an intergroup scholar anyway, so
Yeah.
I prefer working on local intergroup relations,
Right.
Agbo, Benin, Lagos,
Lagos.
and all that. It's easy to get materials, and you can,
Right.
you can move ahead.
Okay,
with
so
what you do.
have there been moments where stepping back from ambition actually benefited your personal growth or relationships?
Yes, of course. Most times when you notice that, like she said, a part of you is suffering, and it's usually the personal life, and it has to do with kids. If not for the fact self that I'm a nocturnal person, I'm actually awake all night. I don't think it would have been possible.
You are awake all night. So when do you sleep?
When they go to school. When my kids go to school, as a lecturer, you don't go to work every day.
Every day.
Maybe twice a week, at most 3 times a week.
Right.
Sometimes I go once a week. If I'm able to fix my lectures in a day, I won't go out through. That's when I take my time to maybe rest, so I don't burn out.
Right.
Cool off and do other things before the return. Of course, we've all sacrificed ambition at one point or the other. If not, maybe we won't be married today.
Yeah.
You may pick up your computer and your husband is saying, I want to drink pepper soup. You have to drop the laptop first. Go and cook. Make the pepper soup. So you must sacrifice. Like I said, is defining what is most important to you. What will give you the most happiness, and that's all that matters.
So how do you deal with the guilt that sometimes comes from choosing personal time and over productivity? How do you do that? Deal with that guilt?
Simple. Now a little bribe here and there.
A little bribe. Where is the bribe coming from?
It's coming from me. I can tell the kids, okay, fine. I know I've not been around crowd this week, so I'm taking you out on Saturday. Let's go and buy ice cream. Let's go and see what I just bought for you. I bought you a new shoe. But deep down inside me, I'm like, it's because I wasn't around though. I was in Oka from morning till night. So it's just a little bribe here and there. If he's my husband, I know what to do. To make him happy. It's just about knowing what to do to make them forgive you for those times that
you are out.
You have to be away.
Does that work for you too?
Yeah. I also do that. Like I said, when you embark on a particular task that has taken your time and all of that. But for me, when I come back, first of all, I will take care of myself.
I want to talk about that taking care of yourself. Okay.
I take care of myself. I'll tell everybody, please just allow me, let me sleep. I'll lock my door and sleep. And then when I have taken care of myself first, I will not say, hey, you people, what do you want? Let's stop. You understand? But there is always that time to make up for the time that you've not spent with your family. And just like I've mentioned before, that the balancing thing is you just making up for the areas that has not been attended to for a very long time. I remember when she was so much into wrapping up with her school, the content creation part, she was not really
there. Right.
I should not say it.
You can say it.
Yes, you can be an all-rounder. Take a break.
But I remember immediately she just got her the way she now started showing up online, as in the content creation game just changed.
Wow.
And in fact, after she got her certificate, she now even took a content creation course. I'm like, babe, be coming down. You understand? So I just like we have mentioned, it is about whenever you are attending to one, does not mean that when they say you are all of these persons, it means that you are attending to every part of that your life at that particular time. Because if we just put it out there and say the way you just mentioned everything now, I said it's intimidating. She did not acquire everything once. Because we need to just put this out there. So that the younger people will not look at us and just say, how am I going to just
do
it? You have to state it that it is that as I am trying to achieve this one is a bit lagging behind, right? So, and that can now guide you to know that whatever you want to achieve, whoever you want to become, is by taking one step at a time. So while you are trying to make sure you raise your children, there are just little things. You are like being a content creator is very demanding. And if you know that, like that's why I said that this thing is not one size fits all.
Right.
If you are not earning money from you are not earning a living from content creation, there's a way you handle it. You have another job that pays you, or maybe you are just trying to build something on the social media space, so you are going to go at a slow pace so you must understand your own self and understand that, so that you don't put pressure on yourself. So when other people that are showing up every second because they are earning money from the net, you tell yourself that my own, I'm not doing it for that purpose. Maybe sometime in the future, yes, I will, but for the now, this is where I am. And that's why I keep saying that life is in phases. And is in seasons. Just understand your season and know that. Don't copy another person's own.
Don't copy.
Don't copy.
Because I was about to copy that own.
I always say it, be inspired, but don't compare yourself. and just know that you can say, oh, I want to be like this person. And where we make mistakes is that these people did not just arrive there. Like she said, it took her like how many years to get her PhD. And if you just look at her and say, oh, right now I want to get my PhD, you did not even ask questions. And the next you just want to go and get the form, and that's why some people, they will get it and they will never finish it. So I feel like you have to plan yourself, understand what you are getting yourself into, look at what you already have going on in your life, because maybe the person that went to go and get PhD does not even really have much, but you already have a lot that you're handling. You now want to just go and jump in because you want to also be addressed as a
PhD holder. All right. In case you just joined us, we're talking about balancing ambition and your personal life. And I have with me the chairperson of Isugu South Local Government Area, Mrs. Abigail Warren, of course, Dr. Faith Iboka, lecturer at the City University. Just like you said, Mrs. Abigail, that we should be inspired and not copy. Just be inspired. Yes, you can say, I want to become a doctor, just like I said to myself now on this table, on this couch, that I want to be a doctor. But don't be pressured by it. Don't be pressured by it. Do everything one step at a time. You don't have money in your bank and you want to pursue doctorate degree. How realistic do you think that will be? At the end of the day, you are putting more pressure, mounting more pressure on yourself. That's not what we need. So I was watching a program one day on TV, and I saw a lady share, a popular Nigerian celebrity, Yvonne Jegede, and she said she had gone under the knife for like 2 times.
Wow.
She's done her breast after she gave birth, her tummy 2 times. And it was on that day, at that moment, I knew that I was trying. Yeah, because we look at them like, oh, super,
that's so perfect.
But this one don't bother.
Have kids.
Why is her stomach? That means she's really eating right. She's really doing a lot, and you are not. I was blaming myself. And then when she said that, I said, wow, this is her opening up. How about those that will not come out to say it? And you're looking at them, perfect shape. You don't know what they have done with their money. Now, I want us to talk.
I even saw one. There's this lady that I've been admiring. I don't even want to mention her name. She's an actress.
Yeah.
And then she did a content and posted, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I saw that she was taking tea, different tea. One for hair, one for beauty, one for skin, one for ears, one for nose. I said, So me, I would just be here saying I want to be fine like you. And I didn't know that it's all this tea.
All this while, what about the filters? The filters.
Sometimes I don't think we are ready for the wahala.
Yeah, sometimes we see those pictures. There's a lot of editing that has gone into it, and you just now start comparing yourself. So at the end of the day, you feel so pressured. You feel like you have not achieved anything. Where our journeys are different.
They are.
We are coming from a different background. Maybe sometimes I just feel like just look at yourself and tell yourself that we're done.
I'm trying.
You are trying. Just calm down. I am not saying that you should be lazy, no, but you should always look back and look at where you're coming from. If you feel like you have not really done well for yourself, then you can yes, wake up and say, okay, I want to do more for myself, but never feel pressured.
Don't feel pressured.
No, never.
Thank you so much. Last one, just before we wrap up this conversation. I wanted to share, this is personal. So what are your non-negotiables when it comes to your personal life? And how do you protect them? She's mentioned one that when you come home, you go to your room, lock it. That's non-negotiable for you.
For her.
For her. And she will add more. So let me hear your own.
Non-negotiables. I'm a very flexible person, okay? I don't believe in being rigid because I believe every day is different. Every circumstance is different. So I give room to adapt. Okay. But for me, what comes first are my kids. I need their well-being.
I'm not talking about family. I'm talking about you.
Me, myself.
And you.
That's why I'm telling you that for me, I'm very flexible.
Let me bring it home.
Okay.
You, as Dr. Faith or as Faith, you see me today. This is what makes this. You define success as being happy.
Happy, yes.
This is what I want to do for myself today. I like to eat egusi
Shawarma.
and this, I like to do pedicure. I can see your nails sparkling clean. If I fix this nail today.
No.
So nothing like that?
The only thing that was non-negotiable for me was my education. For everything that tried to stand in between it, I will bulldoze it. I will lie. But for every other thing, I'm very flexible.
So now you've gotten the PhD.
But no, so I feel very relaxed. I feel like I will lie. Let me not use the word for fear, but I will lie. That's how I feel. The moment I collected that certificate, I just felt like, it's over. And I asked myself, is it really over? I said, yes, it's over. You can now chill. So you can now see me living a laid-back life, and then now putting my kids forward. That's just seeing them now thrive. Is for me, I feel everything I ever dreamt of, everything I wanted. Maybe now, because being a professor takes time. Now when you have to work towards it 6 years, 7 years, but you do not acquire any certification to become a professor. So there's nothing I would say is not negotiable for me. As far as it makes me happy, oh well.
Okay, let me hear from our chairperson.
Okay, for me, would be the time I spend alone is non-negotiable. I like my me time because that is when and most times my me time is when I communicate with God, because that is where I get my strength from, my inspiration from, because how can I do life without God? So that one is non-negotiable for me. Every day, in fact, if I have not done it, it looks like something is wrong somewhere. Every day, right? Yes. So I must spend that personal time alone with God. I might not really pray. When I say with God, so that people will not go and think that I will not be kabashi.
It's a good thing. Let's hear it. How we can learn. Because it's not
be that I will just sit down and be meditating on a scripture. Okay. It might just be that I just sit down and I am just expressing gratitude to God, thinking of everything that God has done for me. And if I am in a particular situation, I just sit and just say, God, this is what is happening in my life. Take control. What should I do? And all of that. And there is nothing that strengthens me more than that time.
So is there a particular time that you choose? In the morning, in the afternoon,
I usually
in the night?
do it very early in the morning.
As early as?
Yes, at very, very early. I'm a morning person actually. I'm a morning person.
So I'm a nocturnal person and you're a morning person, so you must be an afternoon person.
I'm a morning person, so most times I wake up as early as 4 o'clock.
So, I mean, for me, it's normal.
Yes.
4.
I'm a morning person, so I do that.
That's when I go to sleep.
Okay, see?
So that's when I usually have that quiet time. And then recently, of course, exercise. Oh my God.
Exercise.
Like I mentioned the last time.
Yes,
you did. Recently, since this year, exercise. After that prayer time, the next place is to go and exercise. And there is this kind of, as in, be like say another happiness talk. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's when I've done this thing, I will not say, hey, who is in the house? Who has woken up? Who has not eaten? Who has not had that bath? It's me first, though. No, it's God first.
God first.
Me.
You second.
The children. Then
how about your husband?
Chairman.
I'm telling you.
How can you put chairman?
Sometimes chairman is in his local government.
Damage control.
Okay, so let's follow the sequence, Dr. Faith. You be your husband first.
She already said it's a kiss.
My husband is an adult, okay? He already knows what is good for him and what is bad. Yeah. But my kids needs a lot of nurturing. So I put in a lot of energy into providing that nurture to them.
So what comes first?
Of course, scale, yo. Please. My husband, my kids.
You choosing husband now first. All right, I think that.
I just know family comes first.
Yes, family comes first. You'll be able to create or find that balance, even though we still agree that there is no. It depends on your definition of balance. So you create your own balance.
Yeah.
So there is no definition of this is how it must be for a woman, for a man, or in a home. For an ambitious woman, non-ambitious woman. Some people are housewives. And you cannot say because they are housewives, they are not balancing, they are not ambitious. Yeah. That's not, for me, that's not correct entirely. So I believe that our viewers have learnt from us this morning that I didn't say my own. Nobody asked me, so maybe
I'm a host. Let me ask you.
you're my
I'm a co-host.
I don't have that prerogative, so please.
What are your non-negotiables?
Yes, I like that.
Okay, I'm on this spot.
Yes.
Okay, my non-negotiable, like she said, is my me time. I'm easily irritated. Like I don't like stress. So if once my listen sensors stress, once the level is going up, I'm already scattered, as it were. So I like to prioritize my myself. You wake up, you do your. Of course, I like to wake up, but sometimes I wake up with so many things bothering me, and I'll sit there. Instead of me to start talking to God, sometimes it's very difficult to start talking to God, and you're just sitting still.
When the heart is
You're not
heavy.
thinking.
That's also a quiet time. Your heart is communicating with
But
God.
my heart is heavy. I wanted you to
And
know.
God sees your heart as well, because even while that your heart is heavy, maybe your heart you're saying, how am I going to do this? God answers our thoughts, you know. So even while you are in that your still or calm
Moment.
state, in as much as you have that time, you are not in a very noisy place. You are calm, but you are just like thinking about everything that is happening in life. You are still. You are
So,
communicating with
but
God.
me and you, is like two one. It is God, me, kids, and husband. Like you said, the husband is an adult. So
Of course, he can.
he's supposed. He's
Yes.
supposed to.
He's supposed to even take care of me.
If we have a man, you know, his real talk. We invite a man to ask these questions too. I will ask him which one is for you.
The table is
Let's
scattered.
see. All right, thank you so much. We're speaking with the chairperson, Isuka South Local Government, Abigail Worry. Thank you so much. She's my co-host for today. She's not my guest. She's my co-host for today.
And it was so good doing this with you.
You know, and I wanted to do this more. All right, and today we have, in fact, our guest. She is Dr. Faith Eboka, a lecturer at the Dennis Osadebe University. She's an all-rounder, and she's glowing. And we say more grease your elbow.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it will be a wrap for Morning Right Tuesdays edition. Stay with us.
Do you know you can